Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 922. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book, but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who barely sees themselves as a writer into a published book author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. "No one can write decently who is distrustful of the reader's intelligence, or whose attitude is patronizing." E.B. White. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Much of the lessons we learn about writing come from our experience reading books by others. I spend quite a bit of time reading books by others for leisure and also professionally reviewing my clients' manuscripts. But you don't have to read professionally to be able to assess as a reader, especially as a reader who is also a writer, what works and what doesn't, what you'd like to emulate about other people's work, and what you'd rather avoid. I definitely have my list of professional pet peeves about manuscripts, things I see over and over that take away from a book's potential. And today I'm going to share three of them. Three things that can weaken the reading experience. Number one, pacing lags and outright disruptions in rhythm. Think about the last time you were on a roller coaster or a similar sort of amusement park ride, preferably one with like a theme. Like Disney rides are a great example of this, since they almost always move in parallel with some sort of story the ride is telling. The pace of the ride is designed to mirror the story being told. When you read a book, whether you notice it or not, there is a pace to the writing, an invisible metronome in the background. The question for you as an author writing a book: are you aware of that pace? Are you controlling it? Do you hear the metronome? You can get in the practice of doing this by training your mind to zero in on pacing and rhythm while reading books by others. You might want to practice this on books you've already read so you can focus solely on the rhythm of the writing rather than getting lost in the plot line. Take notes with your observations, see what you can learn, and see what you can apply to controlling the pace of your own writing. You don't have to be a musician to gain a basic sense of rhythm. Just like anything else in writing, it can be learned through practice and repetition. Understanding the rhythm of your book gives you the ability to control it, to speed it up and slow it down around certain areas of your story. It puts you in charge of the Disney ride, using pacing to enhance the telling of your story. Therefore, this is a valuable tool for your literary toolbox. Number two of my three things that can weaken a reading experience: not having a reason to turn the page. And this might seem like the most obvious statement ever uttered, but it can also serve as a profound reminder to us as authors, and that is this: readers need a reason to keep reading. And that starts with the relationship with you as the author. For nonfiction authors, literally you. I don't care if you're writing a technical manual about how to put together a lawnmower. You need to be in your writing always. It needs to be written by a human. And for fiction authors, the reader relationship is with the characters you create. Even if all your characters are terrible, awful people, totally unsympathetic, they need to be interesting enough so the reader wants to know what they do next and what happens to them next. I think of the scene from the Howard Stern biographical movie Private Parts, where the radio station executives are reviewing his listener numbers. They are shocked to find that even more people who claim to hate Howard Stern tune in to listen than people who call themselves fans. Both groups give the same reason for listening: I want to hear what he's going to say next. And again, that goes to the lesson of the day here. Readers need a reason to keep reading, and that starts with the relationship with you as the author. And here's something else from the literary toolbox called a cliffhanger. For my final tip of the three, you're going to have to tune into tomorrow's episode, Wednesday, October 27th. I will share my third tip to improve the reading experience of your book. So that will be October 27th, episode 923. I will see you then, quote unquote, see you then. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook for motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. Until tomorrow, happy writing.